What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy, with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another fantastic Sea of Conquest video today. I am talking to you today about the Onimusha Trinket here in Season 3. This is a feature spotlight trinket where we talk about the uses for the trinket, which different builds I like to put it in, and why this particular trinket gets its own standalone video you will understand very soon. So, first off, if you love my content, feel free to like and subscribe. If you don't like it, please unsubscribe and send me a middle finger. But long story short, I want to thank you, my viewers, for always being here for me. I love you long time. Let's get right to it. The Cross Spear Palace. This Onimusha trinket is available in Season 3. This trinket is absolutely game-changing for several different builds. First off, not many builds require trinkets that are specifically assigned to a first mate. The only specific first mate trinket available through Season 3 is going to be Tanaka's Blade. Okay, if you're not using Tanaka's specific blade, this trinket can go into the first mate position for any one of your builds, and it is absolutely going to change how they play. First off, the trinket itself, completely non-maxed out, is going to give you 18% critical strike chance. That is an immense amount of critical strike chance. It will really help you get much greater value out of your critical damage gems and equipment on your ships if you happen to be using any critical damage equipment on your ship parts, okay? In addition to that, not only does this trinket give great crit rate percentage, okay, at the same rate that Bones' does, right? Bones also gives crit rate percentage, but this one is going to give you an additional bonus if the wielder is a first mate in the first mate position, all right? So, if there is any wounded ships in the enemy fleet, that means any ship is below 50% HP, or it has a wounded debuff from Onimusha or another hero who has maybe applied a wounded debuff even if the ship is healthy. And this is any ship in the enemy fleet, whatever ship has this particular trinket assigned to a first mate is going to additionally get a percentage, 14% attack bonus for their ship. They will also get 14% cutthroat damage for their ship for the entire duration that someone's ship in the enemy fleet is wounded. This is absolutely incredible. Onimusha himself applies wounded for 5 seconds to a target with his ultimate. So even if everybody's healthy, as soon as Onimusha applies wounded to the enemy ship, all your ships that have this in the first mate category will get a 14% attack bonus. Okay, if we go one step up and we say we're going to whale this out, which you know I want to do, it is going to bump you from 18% to 36% crit rate. Absolutely fantastic. And the attack percentage and cutthroat damage isn't going to rise quite as dramatically, but now they're both at a fantastic 20%, okay? So if you have Onimusha on a cutthroat ship, he is essentially giving almost 40% damage for his ship. It's absolutely phenomenal, okay? Now, where do we see using this trinket? That is a great question, Randy. It is going to augment several different builds. I'll show you where I'm using it today. You could use it on the Warhammer if you have Onimusha on the Warhammer. I am not using the Warhammer as a damage build. Make sure you check out my video from the other day where I did Meta Killer 2.0. We covered how this build works. I am using the Onimusha trinket maxed out on my strategy ship. This is going to give me a tremendous amount of critical strike chance for my ship, putting me up over 100% with incredible crit damage to boot, okay? This is a great place to put, even if you don't have Onimusha. Even if you have Boa sitting in the first mate slot, put the Onimusha trinket on Boa. It is going to give you the same exact benefits. The only thing that you don't care about is the 20% cutthroat damage, but you still want the 20% attack. You still want the 36% crit rate, or the 18% if you're free to play, whatever it is. Okay, this trinket is absolutely irreplaceable on the strategy first mate ship. There is no other trinket to put here, seasons 1 through 3, that's going to bring you anywhere near as much value. Okay. In addition, the artillery ship has Sharky on board. This is a similar situation where you want to have more crit on your ship. With that particular trinket, I have a crit damage sail on and a crit resist figurehead. So I'm still able to get over 50% crit rate by having that particular trinket sitting on Sharky, really elevating the amount of damage that I'm doing with this particular ship, okay? Not to mention, when I do get that 14% attack bonus, it's going to be really great. And last, if you are running a drowning build where you don't have Tanaka, Bunny, stop biting that. My bunny's biting everything as usual. If you have a drowning build on your Stormbringer and you're not using Tanaka here, it is a great opportunity for you to put on the crit trinket on whoever your first mate is. You could still put it on Tanaka, but I will say this. Tanaka's trinket is a tremendous damage dealer in Seasons 2 and 3, okay? So I personally don't know if there's going to bring enough value to counterbalance his trinket, which is already insanely strong. Therefore, I think Tanaka's trinket in this particular build is going to outweigh the crit trinket by a little bit. But it is still a great trinket. Let's just say you don't have a maxed out Tanaka's trinket and you do have an Onimusha trinket. You only have a purple Tanaka's trinket. Put the Onimusha trinket in. Go ahead. And like I said before, if you have a drowning build in, you can put the Onimusha trinket into the drowning build with no repercussions, okay? And that is how the trinket works, folks. Those are the different ships you can use it on. It is really fantastic. It is going to make or break and dramatically improve several of your builds. So get excited. Try to get at least 2 of them, and that's it. Lastly, I guess I am using it on Adeline. It does fit into the ship, but like I said, I got a lot more value from keeping Tanaka's trinket and just putting Adeline's to the side versus switching those around for this particular build. So I do currently have one of these on Adeline just to get more crit rate for the ship. But in general, I'm not going to be getting the 14% or the 19% attack bonus on this particular use for the trinket since it's not on the right slot. All right, so if you guys have liked this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Randy